Did you know that letting go can be the key to transforming your relationship with money and bringing more balance to your life? In this video, we'll explore how this practice can help you overcome financial anxiety, make more conscious decisions, and, most importantly, live with greater emotional and spiritual freedom. We live in a society that often equates success with the amount of possessions we accumulate. However, even after achieving financial goals, many of us still feel trapped in a cycle of dissatisfaction. Why does this happen? The answer might lie in our excessive attachment to money and the expectations we build around it. Detachment, a powerful principle in Buddhism, teaches us that true freedom doesn't come from accumulating but from freeing ourselves from the need for control and the fear of loss. It invites us to see money not as an end but as a tool to live with purpose. Take a moment to think, how would your life change if you could feel peace instead of worry when thinking about your finances? In this video, we'll uncover simple and transformative practices to apply detachment to your financial life, reaching a new level of clarity and fulfillment. Detachment is one of Buddhism's most profound principles, but it's often misunderstood. It doesn't mean giving up everything or living a life of deprivation. On the contrary, it's about freeing yourself from excessive attachment, that emotional and psychological dependence that keeps us trapped by fear of loss or an insatiable desire to possess. Imagine a river flowing freely. It moves around rocks, overcomes obstacles, and continues its course without clinging to anything. This is the essence of detachment, allowing things to flow through our lives without being paralyzed by them. Similarly, financial detachment teaches us to use money consciously without becoming enslaved by it. But it's important to differentiate detachment from financial negligence. Detachment isn't about neglecting your finances or ignoring responsibilities. On the contrary, it's about living with freedom and clarity, understanding that money is a means, not an end. Negligence, on the other hand, is a lack of care that can lead to harmful consequences. As Buddha said, suffering arises from attachment. This means that the more we cling to something, the greater our fear of losing it, which can lead to anxiety, dissatisfaction, and even inner conflict. And when it comes to attachment to money, it often makes us believe that we'll only be happy once we reach a certain financial level, yet, instead, we often feel even more burdened. Detachment offers a way out of this cycle. It's an invitation to see money in a healthier way, as a tool that serves life, not the other way around. Now that we understand what detachment is, let's reflect on how excessive attachment to money can negatively impact our lives. Imagine someone sitting at a table, surrounded by bills, plans, and worries. Their mind doesn't stop. Will I have enough? What if something goes wrong? Why does everyone else seem to be doing better than me? This scenario is common for many people and reflects how financial attachment can imprison us. When we place money at the center of our lives, it can dominate us in various ways. Constant anxiety, we're always worried about the future, even when our basic needs are met. Endless comparisons, attachment to money often makes us look at others and measure our worth based on what they have, leading to frustration and dissatisfaction. Purposeless accumulation, the more we accumulate, the stronger the need to protect and grow what we have, creating a cycle of stress instead of peace. Think of someone who gets a raise at work. At first, they feel a sense of accomplishment and relief. But soon, new desires, new expenses, and the feeling that it's still not enough emerge. It's like trying to fill a leaky cup. No matter how much you pour in, it never feels full. Have you ever felt this pressure? Financial attachment convinces us that we need more to be happy, but in reality, that more never seems sufficient. Recognizing these patterns is the first step to transforming them. Throughout this video, we'll explore how detachment can break these cycles and pave the way for a healthier relationship with money. When we practice financial detachment, something extraordinary happens. We begin to free ourselves from the emotional burden money can create. Instead of being a constant source of anxiety, money becomes what it truly is, a tool for living with purpose and balance. One of the most noticeable changes is reduced anxiety. By no longer measuring our worth by our bank balance or material possessions, we realize that money is just one part of life, not its center. This new perspective brings incredible lightness. Another key transformation is clarity in financial decisions. When we're not driven by an endless desire for more, we start making decisions based on what truly matters. It's like cleaning a foggy lens, everything becomes clearer. Detachment also brings emotional freedom. Instead of spending impulsively or hoarding out of fear, we begin using money consciously. Imagine prioritizing meaningful experiences, like travel or family time, instead of accumulating things that often end up forgotten in a corner. For instance, think of someone who decides to simplify their financial life by reducing debt and focusing on savings that align with their true priorities. By letting go of unnecessary spending habits, they not only relieve their wallet but also their heart. When you detach, money stops being a burden and becomes an ally, enabling a lighter and more meaningful life. It's the freedom of knowing you control money, not the other way around. Now that we understand the benefits of detachment, it's time to talk about how to apply it in real life. The good news is that financial detachment doesn't require radical changes. It can start with small daily actions that gradually transform your relationship with money. Reflect on your priorities. Before making any purchase, ask yourself, why am I buying this? Is it out of necessity, or am I trying to fill an emotional void? Often, we spend impulsively without considering the true purpose. Try listing the things most important to you, like family time, health, or learning, and use this list as a guide to direct your spending toward what really matters. Replace impulsive spending with gratitude. Instead of focusing on what you still want, try appreciating what you already have. A simple exercise is keeping a gratitude journal focused on finances. Each day, write down something you value that money has already provided, like a dinner with friends or a book that changed your perspective. This practice helps reduce the urge to consume unnecessarily. Donate or share. Giving something up to help someone else is one of the most powerful ways to practice detachment. Donate clothes, items, or even part of your income to those in need. This not only creates physical and mental space, but also reinforces the value of money as a tool for connection and positive impact. Detachment also means organizing. Create a conscious budget that prioritizes essentials, avoids unnecessary debt, and directs resources toward what truly matters. Simplifying your finances helps reduce worries and brings clarity to your choices. Remember, detachment isn't a one-time event but a daily habit. Every small action counts, and over time, you'll notice how your relationship with money becomes lighter and more balanced. One of the biggest challenges in practicing financial detachment is confronting the fear of loss. This fear is natural. After all, we live in a world where financial security is often tied to survival. But is this fear helping us or paralyzing us? Ask yourself, what if I lose everything? What if it's not enough in the future? These thoughts may feel protective, but they often only fuel anxiety and prevent us from enjoying the present. Detachment invites us to face these worries with courage and a broader perspective. In Buddhism, there is a powerful teaching about impermanence. Everything in life is temporary, including financial struggles. Just as nature's cycles, day turning into night, winter giving way to spring, life's circumstances also change. What feels like an irreparable loss today could open doors to opportunities tomorrow. Consider someone who loses their job. Initially, it may evoke fear and insecurity, but such situations often lead to moments of reflection and reinvention. It might become an opportunity to learn something new, change careers, or find a more aligned way of living. Practicing detachment helps us trust in our ability to face future challenges rather than obsessively trying to control everything. As one inspiring phrase says, "What you fear losing might be exactly what sets you free." By overcoming the fear of loss, you open yourself to living more lightly and presently. Detachment doesn't eliminate difficulties, but provides strength and serenity to face them. If money isn't the answer to happiness, then what truly brings joy and fulfillment? Think of a moment of genuine happiness in your life. Was it a meaningful conversation with a loved one? A quiet afternoon reading a good book? Or perhaps a simple walk in nature? It's likely these moments had little to do with your bank balance. True abundance isn't found in the quantity of things we accumulate, but in the quality of our experiences and connections. Deep human connections, inner peace, and time for what we love are life's real treasures. Money can provide comfort, but it can't buy a peaceful heart. As the Dalai Lama wisely said, men lose their health to earn money, then lose their money trying to regain health. This reminds us to reflect on what truly matters. Have you ever felt happiness from something simple, like hearing the wind or sharing a smile with a friend? These moments teach us that happiness lies in living in the present and valuing what money can't buy. Financial detachment helps us recognize these truths. When we stop seeking happiness through consumption and start prioritizing what truly matters, we find a peace money could never offer. So, the true secret to a fulfilling life isn't about having more, but about being more present, more grateful, more connected. We've reached the end of this journey about detachment and how it can transform not only your relationship with money, but your life as a whole. We've seen that detachment isn't about giving up everything but about freeing yourself from the emotional weight money can bring, allowing it to serve as a tool rather than a source of anxiety. By adopting simple practices, reflecting on your priorities, valuing what you already have, giving to others, and simplifying your finances, you can begin building a path of balance and serenity. It's not about being perfect, but taking small steps toward a lighter life connected to what truly matters. Remember, true financial freedom begins in the heart and mind, not in your bank account. When you choose detachment, you create space for more peace, clarity, and happiness. Thank you for joining this reflection. May you find balance, peace, and purpose in your financial journey.